position there we have, but Wesley down to 2 minutes on the clock, trying to create something on the king side. Meanwhile, Noedirbek with all the pawns on the queen side. What on earth is going on here?
Yeah. A blunder just happened right before we got here. Sorry for the stutter there, the speechless. It was a totally closed Queen's Gambit type of position, and Wesley blunders a pawn and allows the entire queen side to fall with it when he lets knight takes a4 happen. Or what's funny is I was following it in real time right as we were switching. Wesley goes for knight takes a4, queen a4, and then played f6 instantly as if he prepared this, David. So either he blundered and then bluffed, or he went in willingly for this line to get the practical chances against Black's king.
Yeah, it feels like a very strange bluff to make, unless he really believed it. Danny, and wondering in this position, what was the idea after knight takes e4? Because suddenly you're hitting the black queen. This rook is protected, so you don't have to worry anything up there. And you've grabbed a piece in the meantime. Maybe what he missed is that after queen to b5, this rook is hanging. Yeah. So it does feel like an oversight here that he just simply missed this, and the white knight would have dropped off next. And this is the ruins. Let's catch up with the game position. This is the ruins of his position that's remaining now. And all black needs to do is avoid getting checkmated, and long-term, these pawns should win the game.
Wow. Do you know what? Because of my vision, I didn't even see those pawns you just highlighted. And I was thinking, oh, black's doing quite well even without those pawns, because the white king side is actually quite exposed. I thought, wow, you know, actually in this position, the bishop is so strong, the rooks could easily come in, and that's another problem that white has here, right? That the king is a problem here. It's the white king, not the black king, in more danger.
And both players touching the 2-minute mark. Noedirbek under 2 minutes right now. We've been talking about how Wesley is the hardest player to make a comeback against. But Noedirbek, he seems to have created his chances, given that one opportunity. How close is he to trying to get this? And I see the eval bar creep up just as I say it.
Yeah, it still feels like he's close. To me, this was the most human move, the most natural move, just getting out of the way of the pawns. Now black is really threatening pawn to a4, kicking away the white knight and steamrollering through. But yeah, still some work to be done, and Wesley is a tricky customer. I've got to say, this game is very un-Wesley-like. Normally it's just full control. I was just going to say that obviously we've been applauding Wesley for being such an accurate chess player, but you called out before the day started that it was maybe a clash of styles. And I kind of want to give Noedirbek credit for creating chances, putting pressure, because Wesley has made some uncharacteristic moves. In the last game that he won, kind of luckily, he made an uncharacteristically aggressive move. And here again, he made this blunder. So you know, it hasn't been Wesley so formed today. It's not over yet. And even if Noedirbek wins this, we're headed to overtime chess. But yeah, I agree with you, David.
He's looking quite nervous, Noedirbek, and his time is now under a minute. And I said his king was going to be safer, but actually now white has some quite serious threats looming. You know, just capture the only protector of the black king, move the other rook in. So it's maybe a very key moment in this position. No matter what the evaluation bar says, when your king is starting to like flutter, you know, feel the pressure, you've got to be very, very careful. And 30 seconds now.
Wow.
It's ticking down.
Yep.
And this looks like a good move.
Wow, what a move, by the way. He willingly walks into losing the a5 pawn, but he calculates that the b pawn is going to become a baby girl on b1. Look at that.
Yeah, nice full board awareness.
That's a really nice move to give up the a pawn, but see the bishop on e4 combined with the rook behind the pawn. Push him, baby.
That's a very, agreed.
Yeah, you're going to make a new queen.
Nice find, especially in time pressure.
Beautiful calculation. And getting rid of the queens would totally destroy white's chances of getting an attack. So, Wesley, how does he keep the attack going? Can he? Maybe it's impossible. Yeah.
He has to find a way to keep the queens on the board. What happens if he just sidesteps on h4?
Yeah, again, this queen is on such a kind of devastating diagonal. If it just gets one check, white's going to be the one mated. But I don't know, rook takes rook, for example, forcing the white queen back.
Don't take it with the king. The black queen jumps in. That's game over.
That's a good one to show. Game over.
This will end in checkmate. So queen takes. Still some work to be done. The white knight will jump in.
Yeah.
Oh, he's taken it. That is a very strange decision because...
Wow, wait, he took on b8.
Yeah,
oh, my gosh.
The queens are now off, and you just got to deal with this horrible passed pawn. And
I know what he's doing. He's planning to sacrifice the knight. Not necessarily a good idea, but
Surely it's not going to be enough. Black just blocks this white pass pawn. There we go. And wow, he's going for the black king.
Wait, is there a trick here? He wants to go to f6.
Yeah, I think this is
Whoa, rook b6.
Rook b6.
What a move.
Beautiful.
Oh my God, you see him, you see that little eye look? He played rook b6 and he did this. He looked at the camera because he clearly has Wesley there. Did you see that? Yeah. That was sexy. We got to back that thing up. That was amazing. He played rook b6 and then poked his eye over there.
And Wesley immediately leaned back. He's definitely not expecting this move. What a resource this is in the position. Just hanging a whole rook. If white captures it, black just pushes the pawn. And then you're too late with your own knight and rook.
Yeah, and I did just check. That was the only winning move in the position, and he'd spotted it from afar.
But you know what? I think he saw it when he played queen b8. Maybe not exactly, but you see how quickly he rattled out those moves? He had really taken his time on that. And that's the kind of brilliant find that completes comebacks. And
he's winning now. He's winning now. This means that we will have an Armageddon. And if white jumps in with a knight again, black queen's with a check.
Yeah, and Wesley giving a few spike checks here. This won't help save the game. Black's king can easily run away from those checks. Black's going to make a new queen. Beautiful, just giving away a whole rook for the gain of 2 tempi. And that's enough to win the game. Abdusattorov, he's back.
By the way, Levon Aronian did draw. Oh, yeah.
Wesley so resigns. Noedirbek Abdusattorov gets into the Armageddon. And Danny, you were pointing out